Okay, let's talk about your calling, or everybody or anyone's calling. So, what is your calling exactly? Well, how I like to explain it, it is the faint voice you hear when there's something deep down in you that basically says, do this or do that. And a lot of times when we're all younger and we're all just children, or even like kids, they know what they want in life. I mean, sure, some of the stuff may sound absolutely ridiculous, but they have this weird energy, whereas they just express themselves so freely. It's almost like they haven't set so many filters in terms of what they speak or what they say. They'll say the truth and they'll say what comes from the bottom of their hearts with no doubt, with no hesitation. Unfortunately, for us adults, it's the exact opposite. We're all about filters. In fact, we filter everything we say. We filter our feelings, our emotions. It's like Shakespeare's quote: we wear a mask every day we step out of the house. And then we have that mask all the time. And I fear that sometimes we fail to recognize the people who are actually underneath the mask, which is our true selves. I mean, how many deep conversations do you even have? It's like going to work on Monday and then you're like, hey man, how's your weekend? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Everyone gives you basically the same response. Oh yeah, I'm good. I did this and that and I played some golf or something, whatever. No one will ever give you, I mean, obviously it's quite a casual a conversation, but no one will ever give you a serious, hey, you know what? I actually did this or that, and maybe I didn't feel so good about one thing or the other, or maybe I had like a argument with my wife. I mean, if you would say that to someone, you would be the crazy guy at the office, and no one wants to be the crazy guy at the office. And I mean, let's ignore the office altogether. A lot of times, you just can't have any deep, underneath the surface conversations with people, and we always maintain it at that superficial level. And it's the same thing with life. I mean, we're programmed, the natural progression of life is for us to essentially start off at school, study, get a degree, and get a job in a field, preferably a high income field. And our parents have basically taught us to be exactly that. I mean, some people have parents where their parents encourage them to follow their dreams or their passions or their creativity. But most of the time, for most of us, you have a career path where you make a lot of money and you go for it. And that's it. It doesn't really matter what you think or how you feel. It's all about the head. But a lot of times, what people don't really realize is if you want to do good in anything, you got to follow your heart, at least to a certain degree. I mean, we can all be as logical and as clever as we can, but we gotta have some feelings in what we do. Otherwise, we'll just feel dead. That's the problem. J.K. Rowling, the writer of Harry Potter, she even said most people, they're just essentially dead. Dead by the meaning that they don't really live because they choose not to live. Because living requires you to dare. You need to dare to live. So you need to follow something and follow your heart. And sometimes your heart makes you do stupid things. But those stupid things, if you're lucky, lead you to a place where you're actually happy to be in, rather than just not follow anything and just be a mind numb robot. And the problem with society is that's what we're trained to be. We're trained to be robots. In fact, that's the same talk about all the automation and AI. At the end of the day, big corporations, they just want you to be a robot doing your job. And that's it. You do what you're told to do, and there's an output, there's an input, and that's that. And it's crazy. So, I mean, one of the reasons why I even do these videos is I feel like, I don't know, maybe I have some weird, crazy need to express myself in front of a camera, and that sounds insane. But for some odd reason, I enjoy it. So I do it, and I'll keep doing it until I stop enjoying it, and then maybe I'll do something else. And so the message of this video is try to follow your passion, because when you're young, you can hear that voice loud and clear. But when you're older and you get programmed into society and you become one little cog in the big machine, you have to realize that you're more than just a cog. You're quite unique. You're different. Everyone is different in their own way, which weirdly makes us all similar, but that's a different topic altogether. But try to follow that calling, because you never know when you're going to wake up, when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, I don't know. And just, you don't want to be the guy that will live with regret and live with what if. Nobody wants to be the what if guy. Everyone wants to be, you know what? I did what I had to do and I loved it. And if you fail, so is life. You can't win at everything, but at least you did what you were meant to do, in terms of you just followed your heart and you followed your calling. That's me, and I'm done.